Oh, it's Monday. The weekend is over. The work week has began, and we have a special thing today. We're doing this week. We're doing two Indian cinema buffets because these both need to be talked about, and I was stunned at the brilliance of today's movie that we're talking about. Devil, the British secret agent. If you have not watched this, you're going to want to. We're going to talk about it. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back to get our week started. So don't go anywhere.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey, Squeaky. So quite a few people have been asking me, what happened to your arm? Huh? I thought I better tell you the story, bro. So I was driving through town. It was a very congested area of town around Main Street. And there were just cars whizzing by all over the place. And as I was driving by, there was this really sweet little old lady trying to cross the road. She had a cane. She was hobbling along. And the cars weren't stopping. So I stopped to help her. And at first, she thought I was attacking her. And she smacked me like 3 times on my right arm with her cane. And I told her, I was like, I'm just trying to help you across the street. You know, I'm a big dude, so people started stopping when I helped her. And finally, she let me help her. You know, I was just trying to help. I get her across the street. And then I have to zigzag through traffic to get back to the car. Get in the car. And I took off. She said thank you. It was sweet. And then I went to the hospital and had carpal tunnel release surgery. So that's what happened. Yeah. All right. Happy Monday. Man, the work week has started. Oh, thank goodness for coffee. And I needed a whole pot of coffee today. I gotta tell you, it was a long weekend. Hey, welcome, everybody. We're glad you're here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. To new subscribers and old subscribers alike, we appreciate each and every one of you. In the description down below are all our links to our website, our merch page over at flagranttriggers.com, and, of course, coupon codes and different things that we use every single day, specifically coffee amongst others. So, hey, how was your weekend? Was it good? Because I gotta tell you, I did something selfish this weekend, and it turned out the result is this video. Look, very rarely anymore do I sit down, and I know this sounds funny, but very rarely do I sit down just to watch something for my own entertainment. Like, I've got lots of things to watch, but generally I'm thinking ahead to what I'm going to review the following week if I sit down, so that, you know, I have content to make videos. I know, I'm not a huge channel, and that's fine. I do this for my own personal enjoyment because I think we should all be able to find good entertainment regardless of where it comes from. Alright? Are we on the same page? So, Saturday, I sat down and looked through my list of things to watch and decided I was going to watch something just for my own entertainment and enjoyment, selfishly, not for the channel, but just something to watch. Right? Like, I thought, this is going to work out fine. And I made the mistake of watching one of the greatest things I've ever seen. And so here I am today. Instead of talking about some classic movie, I'm talking about a relatively brand new movie. And this is going to make this week have 2 Indian cinema buffets. Anyway, I'm really excited about it. I've talked before many times about RRR. If you don't know about RRR, it's on Netflix. It's a fantastic movie, and the way they came about the story, which is a fictitious story, it's a story of fiction, but they used two actual people from history, from Indian history, and they asked the question, what if those two people met in real life? What would happen? And that's how they got the story that was entirely fictional based on actual historical figures. Okay? And this movie turns out to be like that. They took one person in their history, in their famous historical person, and they wrote a story around that person, parallel to that person. Like that person was the main point of the story, but he's not in the movie. Alright? Anyway, that made this so interesting because it's based on a real person, but it's a fictitious story. So historical fiction is, when done right, is great and fun to watch, no matter what. Oh, let's get into it. Let's take a look here at Devil, the British Secret Agent. 2023, 2 hours and 24 minutes. It follows a British secret agent who takes up the job of solving a dark mystery. He is led into a web of love, deceit, and betrayal. His success and failure can change the course of history, of course. Directed by Abhishek Nama. Written by Srikanth Visa. Starring Nandamuri Kalyanram, Samyukta Menon, Elnaz Naruzi. That's the best I got, y'all. Now you can watch this right this minute on Amazon Prime. It is on. If you're a Prime member, it's free to watch. You don't have to subscribe to anything else. It's just free to watch. So this does not take place now. It takes place in the past, but it looks stunning. The outfits, the vehicles from that time period, it's just beautiful. It's beautifully shot. The characters are so well written. And the main character, Devil, is played, chef's kiss, baby. It's just fantastic. I sat down to watch this just to be entertained, and I was enthralled for the whole thing. The action scenes are fantastical, over the top, but it works. Now, if you read some of the comments on Internet Movie Database, people are complaining, well, that's not realistic. No kidding. It's entertainment, period. This is not a true story. This did not actually happen. If you have a hero that plows through 400 people, slaughtering them to save the land, for instance, that's not going to happen in real life. It's called entertainment. We're not looking for, regular guys to just, Anyway, Indian cinema, I've talked about it over and over and over. The fight scenes are fantastical. They are over the top. They are exciting and fun to watch. And there's a love story. Just every bit goes together to make a beautiful pattern of entertainment. This is one of the greatest food items I've ever seen at the Indian Cinema Buffet. Period. Bar none. I can't fault it. There are twists and turns. There are loop-de-loops. You think things are going one way and suddenly, wapow, it's something completely different. It is a stunning example of storytelling bar none. And I could watch this numerous times. It's just all working together. Cinematography is great. The camera work is just delightful. The lighting, it just looks miraculous. The saddest thing for me about Indian cinema is I'll never get to buy this on physical media with special features showing like how how the stunt work was done, how they made the movie, the special effects. This is a sadness that just bogs me down because I love the special features when they really show how much they enjoy the work and how hard they work to make it look so great. And they don't do that. And they don't have physical media copies 95% of the time. It's sad. With one exception, DeBang, the original DeBang, when I found a physical copy of that came with a special features disc, and all it had on it was the making of the movie. And absolutely no subtitles on the special features. So I literally can't understand anything they're talking about or watch it and enjoy it because I don't know the language. And I don't understand that thought process. Why they don't embrace special features and physical media. Like, I don't know the thought process there because they are missing out, A, on a huge amount of revenue, and B, on creating more fans that live in different countries. Here in America, for instance, we enjoy, for the most part, special features. We will buy a disc that has extra stuff. We'll pay more. If it's a movie that we really want to see and want to look into the special features and whatnot, the better the packaging, the more we'll pay. And I can only assume that would translate just as well to Indian cinema if you open it up to that and put an English dub on there, special features, and make a nice package. And I mean, boutique Blu-ray companies, are you hearing me? You need to make a deal in India. Give it a shot on a couple of fantastic movies and see if there's an audience other than me. There has to be. If I like it, there's going to be others that like it as well. And if you put an English dub on there, Asian cinema does that, and that brings more of their content here and brings in more fans to their cinema. So I can only presume the same thing would happen with Indian cinema. Now, if in India, if they don't want physical media copies, they only want to stream, and then once the movie's over and done, it's gone. If that's how they want to do it there, great. You do you, boo. But I want to know more. The beauty of the way these movies are made deserves special features so that I can see how it's done and I can appreciate it even more. All right. I know I'm going off, and it's not like anybody's listening from the boutique Blu-ray community, like businesses and companies. And I'm sure all my friends in India could care less. They get to see these at the theater every week. They have their own streaming services, etc. Groovy. But it's sad. Alright, that's it. I've gone long because I wanted to complain. Oh my goodness. You need to watch this movie, period. This is 6 squeaky chairs out of 5. No joke. This is a wonderful movie. I cannot tell you how much I appreciated this movie. Period. Alright, we're out. We'll be back on Hump Day where we talk about another Indian cinema buffet, but this time it's a TV show. Surprise, surprise. The first one I've ever seen. It's going to be wonderful. Alright, for Michael the Microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big, big, fat Indian-loving nerd. We'll see you then.